Targum Ruth, Ruth 3:3. In this video, I'd like to talk about a couple of words in the verse, starting with Uta Chalili. Now, to do this, we could start by going to Accordance Bible Software, and in the Instant Details window, you can see Aphel Imperfect Second Feminine Singular with the gloss of wash. Now, as for the gloss, that's very good for rachatz in Hebrew, also meaning wash. But we go back to this form and we ask, why is it parsed as an Aphel? So first we might say, well, it's obviously a pa'el because of the doubled middle radical, but let's remember these vocalization traditions are traditions. And the aphel, as far as the consonants go, might look exactly the same. So what we really should do is go to the Comprehensive Aramaic Lexicon Project. And we see here that the attested uses of chet lamed lamed and aphel mean forgive in Jewish, Babylonian, Aramaic, and Mandaic. So that is not the meaning in the verse. But we do see here pa'el, where wash is the idea in late Jewish literary Aramaic, and there's even a Targumic tradition back in Jewish literary Aramaic. So this appears to be correct. Pa'el, not aphel. Now before we leave here, we notice, interestingly, that there's also a pa'al apparently attested in official or imperial Aramaic ideograms. What's going on with that? Well, we'll come back to that. For now, let's leave that behind and look at another lexical resource. This is Caleb Baumgartner, and of course we're looking at Hebrew, chet lamed lamed. And in the first homograph, interestingly, they notice that profane is an Aramaic meaning, as it is in Hebrew. Now, there is no kal, as we can see, attested in Hebrew for chet lamed lamed, but as we can see here, starting with nifal, that the idea of profaning is going to be present in Hebrew and not washing. So the editors also identify washing as an Aramaic meaning. When they're referring to profane, this is actually a homograph, so it's not the meaning in the text we're looking at in Targum Ruth, Ruth 3:3. Of course, we're looking at this meaning in washing, which interestingly is also attested in Mandaic as well as Syriac. For now, we come back to Ruth 3:3 and say we have learned this should be a pa'el, and we need to keep our critical thinking going anytime a computer tells us anything to make sure that it's correct.